I don't know why I hate the Chiefs so much. I don't think they're dead, man. The Denver Broncos really beat them last night, but it was a close game. Every time I see the Chiefs lose these close games, I go, wow, this team is still really good. They're just losing the game. You just watch them play. They're still well coached. They still get calls when they need them, because they know how to fish for them. Just like Mahomes reminds me, even though he has a baseball background, he reminds me of a basketball player as he tries to draw fouls. I remember at the end of the game, he started doing this. I was like indicating to the referee like an infraction took place, which I don't believe did. So that art of what when Josh Allen do it is a little silly. Maybe because he's a little bigger. Because I think Mahomes is shorter than him, like maybe like three. So you get more empathy being the shorter guy. You know, it just is what it is. That's human psychology. You can't blame the rest for psychology. We're not gonna get into any of the gambling stuff. The mystique around the Chiefs is they're just as successful as the Patriots was during their run. And we're looking for any semblance of cheating that might occur with this team. And we just can't find it. Yeah, we got the conspiracy theories. But when Spygate happened with the Patriots, we knew exactly what happened. We knew the players. We know why. We know why it occurred. Everything. Deflategate, same thing. We know everything. If you just do a few news articles. With the Chiefs stuff, there's nothing you can really say. Yeah, they let a couple players stay when they probably shouldn't with like weird charges. Stuff like that. But that's every football team. Because football is a game where everyone has collisions every few seconds. Concussions are very possible. And it's a very violent game. And to get away from that is, I don't know, it just takes the spirit out of football a little bit. Like, that's where the Chiefs come in. How do they keep winning such a violent game? And I couldn't see this. Andy Reid, during my childhood, was a great coach. NFC Championship games, back to back to back to back. And the one he won was against Michael Vick, of the Atlanta Falcons. And with Terrell Owens having a great year, McNabb, I remember Owens actually came back for the Super Bowl and on a torn ACL or something. So, like, I thought that was gonna be the team that would put Andy Reid over the hump, and the Patriots just beat him. It's You get to Kansas City, he turns this team around. Already has Kelsey, already has Hill, Alex Smith at quarterback, Pat Mahomes as a backup. He takes over a great team, and now this dude just running roughside over the league. Loses to Tom once. Rest is history. Oh well, did he loses to Tom again? But the rest is history. I'm seeing history live in the making, and you want to hate on it. I want to hate on it. I really do. Every time I watch this dude play, I'm rooting for the other team to win. But at some point, you just gotta be like, mm. I never had that feeling with Braun. You know what I mean? Like Braun wasn't never so dominant. I think in my head, the Chiefs are a good like they're usually the better team, more well coached team most of the time. Like Andy Reid is out coaches a lot of other coaches. Just history, his mind, how he does stuff. So in my mind, Mahomes just got to do just enough to get over the other team's defense. The right read, the right spectacular play. To be in these spectacular play situations, the play calling has to be like pretty good to begin with, and then the play just breaks down. So no one really knows what's going on. You're freestyling. Mahomes is great at that. The tap dancing around the sideline, fishing for extra hits. He very much reminds me of a basketball player. How he quarterbacks I think are going to adopt more, which they already have more. Hey, I'm not getting hit. I'm barely getting hit, and I think that might be a mistake for people who are not as physically perceptively gifted, like the distance between you and the other player gifted, then Mahomes is because the guys are gonna get hurt. I remember Trevor Lawrence was like sliding and got hit, things of that nature. So I think this is a real thing that like fishing for calls. Maybe that is part of my psychology of why I dislike this team sometimes, where they just try to fish for these calls. Uh, yeah, and I just think Andy Reid's a great coach. Maybe I think Mahomes get a little too much credit from time to time, and because the 5 NFC championship games, one quarterback away back in the day. Like McNabb's a great quarterback, but do you think like who's better, Mahomes or McNabb? Like seriously, like the receivers are like arguably better. Like his best weapon was Brian Westbrook, which is funny enough. Nowadays he's missing a running back hat most of the time on the Chiefs. Imagine Brian Westbrook on the Chiefs, probably gonna be probably even more dominant. I guess those games where the blitzes come in, you need like that screen threat that can break one tackle. You know what I mean? When they come up to you, sometimes they use the receiver as that outlet, and it works out. Tyreek Hill was very good at that. Rice is from time to time. Their new receiver Xavier Worthy is pretty good. I know this team because I watched them play so many times because they play in the big games so many times. That's how I know like I can't escape a team. Y'all might have turned into like hater fans yourself. I don't even know the term of it, where you just pay to watch the guy lose. I watch the Chiefs lose, but I'm not really. I don't want anything bad to happen to him. My thoughts never get so extreme as to go into hater territory. More like I just want them to lose. I become a Burrow fan so you don't have to be a Mahomes fan. Now people become a Drake May fan so you don't have to become a Mahomes fan. Same thing, same logic, and here we are back again. So, do you hate on the Chiefs? Hmm? I don't. I just want them to lose.